Kyle, 3 touchdowns, career high for you. It just seemed like you and John had a really strong connection, especially in the red zone tonight.
Just started in practice, just going over the game plan, executing. Like we talked all week, just not pressing everything, just letting everything come to us. So I feel like that's what we did all night, and it just happened to flow smoothly.
And then Buddah, for you, take us through the forced fumble. Obviously he's trying to reach for the first down. He obviously had broken the plane to get that, and you just kind of recognize it, knock the ball, grab the ball away from him. What kind of runs through your mind as you make that play?
Well, you kind of see dudes all the time when it's like short yardage or they're really trying to make that extra effort to get a touchdown or first down. They reach the ball out. And so when I see them do that, I always think, like, why don't guys punch the ball or try to take the ball away from them? And that's something that I just thought to do. It just comes to my head. I tried to do it against San Diego State. I missed it. So this time I knew I wasn't going to miss it. Just finding the ball, being around the ball, and when I see it, take it. That's the whole point. You got to take the ball from them.
Well, Buddah, that's 5 takeaways total for you this season. Is there like a common denominator with these, or kind of where is that all coming from?
I guess, you ask, I feel like I just find my way around the ball, I got a nose for the ball. Like, that's something I'm always going after. I feel like everybody, we all are, at the end of the day. Cut it out. At the end of the day, we all going trying to get the ball. So, yeah, man, I can't, I don't really know what to say about that. Just making a play, being a playmaker and just making a play.
Yeah. Kyle, Coach Sicker mentioned that he wanted the offensive line to kind of have a dominating day up front for the first time in a little bit. Did you get that sense? Kind of how does that kind of weigh into the rest of the offense on a game like tonight?
I feel like they played the ass off today, and I feel like we can't do anything without the O-line. That's our forefront, and that's who gets everything started. So without them, we can't be a complete offense. You get what I'm saying? John can't run how he runs or make the passes he make. We can't make the catches without having the whole line. So they played a hell of a night today, and we just want to keep stacking off of that.
3 touchdowns, 3 different celebrations. Can you take us through each one?
So I haven't been in the end zone for 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks. So I always had the celebrations up in my mind. So when I got in the end zone, I was like, I'm gonna pull this one out. Then the second one, but then the third one, my mind just went blank and I just freestyled.
For both of you guys, season's still going, a lot in front of you, but you guys are 8-1. Does it feel, when you think about that record and what you've done this season, what comes to mind?
I feel like we still got a lot more to do. We just look at every game as just a block in the road, another door, and we just got to bust through that door. We're not looking at the end of the season. Those things will handle itself when we cross that bridge, but right now it's one day at a time, one game at a time, one opponent.
I agree with him 100%. We just got to focus on that one game. That's the mission that's in front of us right there. So, we're not too worried. Like, we know where we can go. But, in the moment, we're not too worried about, we just got to be present. So, that I feel like that's the good thing about this team. We're not worried about what happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future. We just worried about now. So that's something that's been helping us a lot.
With those 3 touchdowns, from the beginning of the season to now, John was just talking about how his just maturity and getting more experience has helped him with his efficiency. So for you two guys now, for that to kind of culminate in a performance between you two with the 3 touchdowns, where do you really feel like your guys' chemistry is developed from the beginning of even the spring up until now with him?
I feel like it grew tremendously, and I feel like it all just stuck with communication, knowing how they talk to each other and just getting on the same page with terminology. And then just in practice, we just continue to rep things. Even the things that we messed up on the game or we missed it, we'll come back in practice and we'll talk. So I feel like the communication part is what helped our chemistry grow and led us to this point, but we're not done yet.
So Kyle, on your first touchdown on 4th down, obviously you make the catch, you make some guys miss, go into the end zone. Just take me through that moment and how important was it for you to be able to get to score on that play?
Well, it was amazing. 4th down is something that we preach a lot. Short yardage is something that we always wanted to be king of, and I feel like we done that tonight. And then just make the first guy miss, and after that let doggies running in the end zone. So that's what we did.
For of a late kickoff like this, how do you guys spend the day and particularly also the Friday before? Coach Stickard was telling us about how you guys see a movie and do some team building. Just how do you spend the evening and then the day leading up to a late kickoff like this?
Well, luckily this is as in our first rodeo. We had a couple of late games, so we're kind of used to it and adjusted to it. Just taking some time off of football is probably the most important thing. You don't want to be too conscious and too nervy going throughout the game and just preparing. So just taking that time off to just connect and bond and just get to know other people off the football field, I think that's what gets us prepared for these late night games.
I agree.
Quarterback has 9 career starts at this level, obviously, and just getting to see him develop from week 1, showing kind of the nation who he is until now, and you getting to be on the other end of that probably is the most ideal for you. Yes. I feel like I might know your answer, but what have you seen from John, and just how has that been developing over time, and was that what you expected of him this season?
Most definitely. I seen spurts of it last year, and then this year I was just waiting for everything, all the pieces to get put together. And John is a tremendous player. He has great potential, and I feel like he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks to play in college football. But, just seeing that, his growth through these first 9 weeks has just been amazing. A lot of quarterbacks, sometimes they shy and they just get down on themselves. But John, even though through his mistakes, he still picked himself up. And that's what you want to see a true quarterback and a true leader do.
John had talked to us about how he was excited for the challenge of back-to-back road games coming up. How much has that echoed with y'all being away from home for a lot of the season that late?
It's cool, but at the end of the day, I like it. I like to walk in your house and take over your house. I like to make a sandwich inside your house, then go home. So those type of games is fun.
Yeah, the away games is fun. I like the opponent crowds, like them, going against us and everything. So I feel like that's like, it makes it fun, it makes it competitive. Like when I see that, a lot of people or some people might, get worried. But like for us, I feel like we look at that and we laugh, we smile. Like this is what we love right here.
Thank you. Go Cougs, baby.